So many of you all have written in and commented that you love the parallels in New Testament, and some of you all have noted that we're finding them, that that the writers didn't even know that they were doing it. I'd like to push back a little bit on that. And listen, if you shun studying background and culture and language and all of that stuff, well, you make the Bible say whatever you want it to say. But in the first century, there was a certain way in which people sort of wrote what they did back in those times. And one of the things that they did is they would start off a book and end a book in similar fashion. So like the Gospel of Luke, it starts off with Zechariah praying in the temple and it ends with the disciples praying in the temple. That's not a coincidence. And you may go, oh, but Luke wouldn't have known that. No, Luke was actually very intelligent. He was a doctor, so he would have had great training. But we also fail to remember that most of the New Testament books were not written by the actual author. They were dictated to an amanuensis. And so the amanuensis would have helped them frame the way that they wrote so that the books were best understood by the people that had read them. So here's a really cool parallel in Luke. I think you'll enjoy this. At the beginning of Luke, we have a Mary and Joseph, right? They're the parents of Jesus. Mary has the virginal birth. Joseph is betrothed to Mary. They've not consummated their marriage, but she's told that she'll have a baby, and they're going to name him Jesus and all of these things. But in Luke 2, we're told that when the baby's born, that he's wrapped in swaddling cloths and he's laid in a manger. Now, you're thinking of like a piece of wood with straw and hay in it. It's actually a limestone piece of rock that's hewn out. It's a feeding trough. It looks like a sarcophagus to some way, with a baby wrapped in mummified linens laying in that manger. And so the shepherds are told that this is the sign. This is the sign. You're going to see a baby lying in a manger. And of course, the baby's going to look dead, but is alive. And that's just pregnant with so many meanings. And you say, none of these people knew it. I think they knew it more than you have any idea. I think these things are really deeply profound. So we have a Mary and a Joseph. We have a Jesus that's born virginally. He's wrapped in cloth and he's laid in a rock-hewn sort of manger. Well, at the ending of Luke, it is a different Mary and Joseph, not the same Mary and Joseph. It's a different Mary and Joseph. But that Mary and Joseph take Jesus down from the cross, and what do they wrap him in? Cloth. Same Greek words. So here's another Mary and Joseph wrapping Jesus in cloth, and where is he placed? He's placed in a rock-hewn tomb. Those words are not insignificant, and we're also told it's a tomb in which no man has ever lain. That is virginal language. This is a virginal tomb. So out of the virginal tomb that Jesus is wrapped in those cloths, he comes out on Resurrection Day. Why is that important? It's important because it so frames the beauty of Jesus' birth and his resurrection